Hello future tech leaders, I am Sindhuja. Based on my own experience, I know that learning the right skills can shape our future. What if I say learning was as thrilled as the tech world itself? There we go. A cloud foundation, that's exactly what you will experience. From day one, you will be immersed in the interactive sessions and expert-led courses that covers most of the widely used technologies in the zone of data science to cloud computing, which brings more light to the life of a techie. I'm so excited to help you and unlock the true potential of a technology. Well, then why to wait? Let's see what it unfolds.
Alright, we covered the journal entry and approval, but let's also explore the memorized journal entry. This is again a very cool feature of NetSuite, and it's also available for with almost every transaction that we will see in our next sessions or in our O2C, P2P, whatever. Memorization means that if there are certain journal entries that you're posting on regular basis, let's say there is a rent expense that you post on every month end, and if you want NetSuite to memorize that transaction and post it on your behalf rather than you doing it manually all the time, you can use the memorize feature. All you need to do is memorize a transaction and NetSuite will automatically post it when the relevant time comes. And you don't have to worry about anything. That's how memorization works. Let me just quickly, make a copy. What you can also do with this journal entry, you go in action and there is an option called make a copy. If I don't have to, enter everything manually, I can click make a copy and this is going to create a complete copy transaction. And notice I did not have to put anything and everything was auto-populated. I can have it now. Let's assume that this is an expense that I do on monthly basis, this travel and entertainment expense. There is an employee in my organization that every month end would go to India. This is a regular journal entry for me and I have to post it manually. To automate this process, what I can do is I can go in actions and memorize. I click on this and memorization. Alright, I just need to repeat this. And here I am going to give a name. Let's say, travel expense journal entry. This is a memorized transaction that I'm trying to make in NetSuite. Travel expense to India monthly. This is a monthly expense that happens in my organization. Now there are three options that you have when you are trying to create a memorized transaction template only. Automatic or reminder template only means that you are simply saving a template for yourself and you come up on that template later and adjust the amount and do it everything manually. It's just a template that you make. Automatic means that this transaction is going to automatically be posted once the time comes. Let's say whatever the date that you set, maybe month end or start of the month or whatever, and based on the frequency, NetSuite will automatically post a new transaction every month for you if you set it to automatic. And the reminder means that NetSuite will only remind you when the time comes or notify you that you need to record a travel expense to India monthly because the time has come. Let's say 30 years of each month you do this transaction. NetSuite will only remind you and then you have to manually post this transaction based on that reminder. These are three options template. Template means just a skeleton template that you have to manually use and enter your amount. Automatic means that it is going to automatically post in your journal ledger when the time comes, and reminder means only reminder, as the name says, and you have to then, manually post that transaction for you. Based on your preference, you can select, the action. Let's say, for the sake of demo, I'm going to put it to automatic. I want NetSuite to automatically post this transaction whenever the time comes. And here you get your next date. One more thing here, as an end user, can we use automatic option? Absolutely, you can use that. If you have the permissions to post transactions, you can do that. These are all end user stuff. This is not something that, someone from the management would be doing, or maybe, the functional consultant would be doing. This process is just to make the life easier for the data entry user. If I'm just assume yourself as an accountant, right? If this is a journal entry that you make every month, and there might be chances you might forget it right at any particular month. But this is just helping you with your data entry process, that's all. This is something that you would be doing as an end user. Right, now I'm going to be selecting automatic as an end user because I'm very confident that this is a monthly expense and this should be posted irrespective of my manual intervention. I'm going to select the next date. This is the date on which the transaction is going to be posted. Let's say if I select 30th of November, automatically, this is going to be posted on 30th of November and prospectively, at the end of next month as well. I'm going to select my next date, the first transaction posting date as 30th of November. I need to post this on 30th of November and repeat every how many repetition you need. I need to repeat every 1 month. I'm going to select my time period as month. I'm going to repeat at every 1 month. Now every month end, it is going to be repeated and remaining period. How many number of months I need to post this transaction? Let's say this is something that will be posted for next 6 months. I'm going to select 6 over here. Once the 6 months are completed, automatically this memorized transaction will be turned off. And if you need to post this for indefinite period of time, then you need to select indefinite. Now this is going to happen every month end unless you manually closes memorized transaction. You can also select the number of periods remaining. Consider yourself. Let's say there are some certain rent expenses that you need to post based upon the agreement rate. Based on the agreement months, you can select them over here. Let's say we have discussed with the employee that we are going to send you to India for 6 months. I'm going to select 6. Once these 6 months are completed, automatically this transaction will get off. That's the whole concept of remaining number remaining. Does that make sense? If it is for only 1 month, we need to put as 1 month. You just need to select one here if it's for 1 month. If it's for 3 months. If it's for last month, we need to select the date. That's right. You're typically memorizing this transaction for the next 3 months. Just keep that concept. For the next 3 months, this is going to be automatically. Correct? It is a good option. I did not find the option. I know. While working as I do, Once you're done with this, you simply have to save this. It's going to give you a message that you are trying to, create an automatically post, memorize transaction, and you simply say, I'm confident about this. I'm going to. There is an option allow posting and log period. If we mark this option, even also this day will be posted on the particular month. If it's locked. Now there is a difference between a locked period and a closed period. If it's a closed period, then you cannot post it. If it's a locked period, then yes, you can do that. But for that, you need the relevant permissions in NetSuite as well. Typically, organizations would not be giving access to their data entry user or end user to post anything, even in the locked period. Because that would be like, negating the overall concept of locking a period. It would only be with the, managerial positions or maybe, with the CFO level to post anything in the locked period. But the concept is really, correct. If you select allow posting in locked period, then it would post. But then you have to have the relevant permissions on your role as well. It's important. Now this memorized transaction is created. And to review that, you can click on here. You can display the memorized transaction form. Click here. And this is the memorized transactions. I'm just quickly going to go in transactions. Management memorized transactions and list. And here I can see all the memorized transactions that I have done far. I'm going to find my memorized transaction. This is the one travel expense to India monthly, right? And you can notice that by next date. Right now is 30th of November. Right now, today is 28th of November. When 30th of November will actually come, this transaction will automatically be posted in your books. Correct. Right now, today is 28th, but next date is 30. Let's say, let's do this activity manually. I'm going to edit this. Just give me a sec. I'm going to enter this journal entry manually. Let's say I cannot wait for 30th of November to actually come before this is automatically posted. I'm just doing this manually to show you how it will look. I'm going to click on enter over here. The journal entry would open up in front of me. Again, the date is today 28th. It's showing me 28th of November. I'm going to click it to 30th really quick and review all the details and save this. Now I am just doing this manually in front of you right now, but next we would do that automatically on 30th of November. You don't have to worry about that. I just wanted to show you just one thing here. In transactions management, memorize transaction list. Let's go back here. And here the only thing that I wanted to show us now. Since I have already posted my November transaction, my next date is now 31st of December. Note. And my remaining period is now only 2 because I have only already posted one transaction. Now when 31st of December will come, automatically this transaction will be posted and my next date would be 31st of Jan 2022 and my remaining period would be reduced to 1. That's the concept that will happen automatically now down the line. This was something that I wanted to show you. This is how memorized transaction works. Any questions? To reversal the GE also, we can use this memorized transaction option. You can. Memorized transaction only works with the JE journal entries that does not have a reversal date. And finally, do not forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel.